All right, this module deals with culturally responsive teaching. So this is one of the learning objectives for the MAT ESL program at Cal State San Bernardino. Anyone who graduates from the MAT ESL program should know how to adapt their teaching to fit the learner's culture. This is usually referred to as culturally compatible teaching, or another synonym, culturally responsive teaching, or culturally relevant pedagogy. Students are not cultural blank slates, okay? When they enter our classroom, they've been learning from their family and social culture since the day of their birth. So when we say that culturally responsive teaching is student-centered, we mean that we adjust the curriculum to fit with their experiences, at least when practical and when it will benefit them. There are times when such an adjustment may not benefit them, or it may benefit them for a short while, but not longer term in other teachers' classrooms. Okay? For example, if the textbook refers to weaving done by Native Americans, it would probably be helpful to explain what weaving a blanket is about, especially if there are African Americans students in your class who might interpret weaving as decorations done or added to their hair. Okay? So a culturally compatible instructor does not assume that every student in the class will interpret everything the same way. They attempt to anticipate the misunderstandings and miscommunications that will arise by knowing the ethnic and personal background of their students. Just because you know the ethnic background, remember we're generalizing, but until you know them personally as students, you're not going to really know their personal culture, their personal identity, as well as their ethnic identity. When a professor or teacher does not successfully anticipate all of the issues, a culturally responsive instructor will respond to the questions and frustrations with respect and concern, and likely they will adjust tests, assignments, and grades based upon this new understanding. By the way, this subject is not as essential in homogeneous cultural settings as it is in classes with mixed ethnicities. However, it can be considered by EFL teachers as they prepare their students to live in an English-speaking country, or as they try to assist returnees. Those are the students who have recently returned from living abroad. So I've already given an example of when to anticipate different understandings of a word or situation in a class. But when might it be a good idea to not adopt the curriculum or teaching methods? An argument could be made that international students studying abroad need to be aware of academic expectations in their new setting. So for me, I try to teach little things such as certain expectations like having the student's name and the class name and the assignment name single-spaced up at the top, either left or right of an assignment of a short paper. Or when I teach writing with formulas. So I tell my students to be successful in college in the United States, the formula for writing a descriptive paragraph is blah, 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 blah. And then I strictly enforce the formula and explain that after they have learned the formula, they may break the rules and experiment, but not until I'm satisfied that they understand the typical expectations of professors they will have in the future. So a culturally responsive teacher is going to either adjust curriculum, or when they can, adjust curriculum to students. When necessary, they will help the students adjust to the mainstream academic culture. Thank you.